Hi friends, Stephanie here, and I'm back with more movie chatter. And what I have for you today is a haul video. Yes, it's the haul video I was supposed to do on Friday, but I was waiting for a few things to come in and they were a little late getting here, and you'll be happy I waited because now I have a giveaway item. So today we have a surprise giveaway. I will tell you about that later in the video. I'm going to start out with some review titles, and I don't want them to clog up the video, so I'm just going to be brief about them, but I figured they were things you'd want to hear about. This first one comes by way of Paramount. It will be available this Tuesday, January 9th, wherever you buy your physical media. And it is the 25th anniversary, first time on 4K, and it is the 4K, Blu-ray, and digital of Varsity Blues. And I know a lot of people are really excited about this one. A lot of people consider it one of the best, if not the best, football movie of the 1990s. I was coming from a DVD version, and I had not seen this in years. I did revisit it the other night. I had a really good time with it. It's a good movie. It's fun. Typical 90s football movie, coming-of-age movie. And brief synopsis for anyone who hasn't seen it. It's a high school in a town, I believe it's in Texas, where you know, football is everything, and all these boys are expected to play football and be committed to football, and generations of families have played for this same coach, who is played by Jon Voight, and I believe he's been there for like 30 years or something. Very winning coach. Not always very popular, not a very nice guy, doesn't always have the kids' best interests at heart, but I'm going to leave you to find that out through the movie, how that unfolds. But it's really great stuff, and it's a great coming-of-age movie, a great football movie, and it's just a whole lot of fun. So I think if you're a fan of this movie, or even if you're not, if it's your first time watch, I think it's definitely worth the pickup. As far as the transfer, I don't know. I wasn't overly impressed by the transfer. I thought it was okay. I think if you're into the movie and it's a favorite movie, I think you're going to be fine with it no matter what. There were a few instances where I felt like the quality just like dipped down for a few seconds, where it was like DVD level quality, and then it came back up. It was fine. And then there were a few times where like a weird color thing happened, and there was like an orange hue over the screen, but it didn't last long. Like, it wasn't enough to take me out of the movie. It was just things that I noticed when I was watching it. Just things that I was made aware of through watching it. And, you know, you can make your decision if it's worth the pickup or not. See what the price point is. I didn't get any paperwork with this, so I don't even know what it's selling for. But if you're a super fan of the movie, you're definitely probably going to pick this up anyway. So just have fun with it and enjoy it. And I have to give props to Paramount, because in times when we're not getting slipcovers, we're not getting special features, we're not getting the Blu-ray included with the 4K, they did it all here. So it's a really nice release. It does come with the slipcover. Like I said, you get the Blu-ray, you get the 4K, you get the digital. I took the digital out. You also do get special features. Now, I don't know. I don't have a Blu-ray. I have the DVD. But I don't know if these special features are new to this release or if they've been ported over. Maybe somebody can tell me in the comments. The special features included, there's a commentary with the director. There is Football is a Way of Life. Sounds like a little documentary. The Making of Varsity Blues. Two-A-Days, The Ellis Way. The QB Game Analysis. And then Billy Bob with No Bacon, which is probably a lot of fun because I love Billy Bob. And I mean, who doesn't love Little Bacon? How cute is Little Bacon? So that's Varsity Blues. And this will be available, like I said, this Tuesday, the 9th, wherever you buy your physical media. So check out that. And then these next ones, these are Radiance Titles. Radiance is a cool company, that's a cool label that's come out over the past year, and they're doing some great work. And these came to me by way of MVD, so I'm going to link the MVD store down in the description. These are all available still. I checked before the video, so you can check them out there, see if it's something you're interested in. And these are, I would say these are on par with Criterion. They come with reversible artwork. They're all Blu-rays. A lot of them come with booklets and cards and maybe mini posters, all kinds of things. But they're really interesting titles, and a lot of them are first time to Blu-ray. So this first one is called The Dead Mother. It says it's a gothic thriller with pitch black humor. Sounds good to me. It's a world premiere as far as Blu-ray, and it's from 1993. It's 111 minutes. It is in Spanish with English subtitles. So it sounds good. I'm looking forward to watching it. I haven't had time to watch these yet because they just recently came in. This next one is, this is a Japanese film. It is called The Elegant Beast, or just Elegant Beast, I'm sorry. And it's an adaptation from Kento Shindo, who did the movie Onibaba, which is part of the Criterion Collection. And this movie is supposed to be a satire, so it sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to it. It says it's a brand new 4K restoration, but it is a Blu-ray. It is from 1962. It's 96 minutes. It is in Japanese with English subtitles, so that's Elegant Beast. And like I said, all these are region A, B, and C. Now this one sounds really good, and it sounds like it's right up my alley because it says it is a mix of, the style is a mix of noir and Italian giallo films, both of which I love. So it sounds good, and it is called The Facts of Murder. It is a world premiere on Blu-ray. It was the winner of the best film from the Golden Globes Italy. And it sounds really good. And it is from 1959. It's 115 minutes in black and white. It is in Italian with English subtitles. So that is The Facts of Murder. And it looks really good. And like I said, these are pretty really stacked releases. Like, they come with the disc, and then they all come with like at least a booklet, and some of them come with cards or posters or whatnot. And they're really, like I said, they're really nice releases, and they're very interesting films. They're out of the ordinary films. So if you like things like this, I think you're really gonna get into Radiance. I've really learned to appreciate them this year, getting to know the label. Now these two I picked up myself. The first one was available in like a big box edition with a book and cards and all kinds of things. But because I didn't know it, I waited to hear what people said about it, and I ended up picking up the standard release. And it's a film called Messiah of Evil. That's the cover. And everybody that I heard talking about it really enjoyed it. It says this is a woman travels to a sleepy seaside town to find her father, who's been writing letters spelling doom. Upon arrival, she soon discovers the town is under the influence of a strange cult. So this sounds really cool. And this one is from 1973. It's 90 minutes. It's in color, and it is in English. So that's Messiah of Evil. I haven't had a chance to check it out yet. I know it's still available. I've seen it on Orbit. I've seen it on Diabolic, and I'm sure it's in the MVD store because this is also region A, B, and C. So you can check there, and I don't know. I will, when I watch it, I'll give you my thoughts, but if you want to check it out beforehand, it's around. Now this next one I picked up myself. This is region B locked, so you'd have to have a region-free player, but it stars three people that I absolutely love. It's Vincent Price, Christopher Lee, and Peter Cushing in Scream and Scream Again. This one is from 1970. It's 94 minutes. It is in English. It's in English. It also has English subtitles, and it's also in color. So that's Scream and Scream Again. Now the thing about this one is I think I've seen it. I don't remember how good of a film it is. I just love these guys, so I pick up everything they're in. But I do believe that Kino did a release of this, and it's probably a lot more affordable, and it would also be region A. So if you're looking for this one, do a little research on it, check it out, and also check out Kino, because especially if there's a sale going on with Kino, you'll be able to pick this one up for a really reasonable price. And the last thing I want to show you from Radiance is their one and only box set from this year. And I know people absolutely love this box set, myself included. And it's called Cosa Nostra. It's a Franco Nero in 3 Mafia tales. So this is a really, really nice box set. And I'll show you, there are 3 films and a book. The films are The Day of the Owl, The Case is Closed, Forget It, How to Kill a Judge, and then on the top you'll see there's a book called Cosa Nostra. So those are the titles you're working with. And all of these are in Italian and English with subtitles. They come from 1968, 1961, and 1975. And this was a blast, and it is still available in the MVD store. So definitely, if you're interested in Mafia Tales, check it out in the MVD store and see if it's something you want to pick up. So those are all the review titles I have, and now I'm going to get into some new releases and Santa Comes Late Christmas gifts and things like that. Now this first one, this was a big surprise. I know I'm a little late to the party on this one, but this was a big surprise, and I put off getting this for quite a while, even though I saw people picking it up, because I thought it looked like something that I wouldn't be interested in. But we watched it the other night. I had an absolute blast with it. It's called Gran Turismo. And this is a fantastic movie. If you've been on the fence about this one, you're not sure about it, I would say go for it. And basically what this is, based on a true story, and it's an experiment that was done by the Nissan car company, where they wanted to see if they could scout out and vet out the world's best Gran Turismo, the game, the best players of the game, and see if they could get them put them through this academy that they called it and see if they could find someone who was good enough to be trained to drive a real race car. And that's the story. And it's really great and it's a lot of fun. And I highly recommend this one. I was not disappointed. I was actually so surprised. This is so, so good. And I would say Gran Turismo is a go. I thought it was great. And the 4K looked awesome. So, oh, and this one comes with 4K Blu-ray and digital as well. So definitely a good one. Now this next one, this is the Blu-ray and the digital for a movie called Dumb Money. And this is another one based on a true story. And it says it's the GameStop story. And this, the long and short of it is, this is about a guy who was a YouTuber. His YouTube account is still there, but he's no longer active on YouTube. And he took an interest in GameStop stock. Now, he was not a Wall Street guy. He was just an average guy. And he took interest in GameStop stock. So he started to buy up all the GameStop stock. Try saying that 3 times or 5 times fast. But his premise was, and this is interesting to physical media collectors, he felt like the thing was that people love to have physical games, and he felt like GameStop was kind of unfortunately being kind of run out of business because they were pushing streaming games, saying that all gamers just wanted to stream their games. And he started betting on, no, I think people want to have physical games. Maybe they stream some games, but people still like to have physical games in their hands, just like us with the physical media movies. And what happened is he amassed this community who would show up to his live streams, and they all started buying this stock. And at a time, it took place during the pandemic, so at a time when everything in the Wall Street community was tanking, they drove the GameStop stock through the roof. And it's this whole big thing, and it's really, really good. And I don't know anything about finance, so some of this, I was a little lost in parts of this, but I got it, and it was really, really good. And the cast is, you have Paul Dano, Pete Davidson, Vincent D'Onofrio, America Ferraro, Nick Offerman, Seth Rogen. So it's a really great cast, and even if you're not into finance, you'll get it. I know on like second and third watches, I will understand it now that I know the whole arc of the story, but don't sleep on Dumb Money because it's a lot of fun. It's really cool, and it's a really cool story. So Dumb Money is my next one. And this next one I just talked about in my last video. I'll link it up here. It's one of my favorites of the year. It's Paul Giamatti in The Holdovers, and this is just such a great movie. And if you want to hear more thoughts on it, check out that video and you'll hear my thoughts on The Holdovers. But it's one that's going to be in my rotation every year now because it's just so good. And I haven't seen this one, but I have all the other ones in the franchise, and I don't know, I heard mixed reviews, but I have to see it. It's Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I picked up the 4K, the Blu-ray, and the digital. Haven't watched it yet, but I'm looking forward to it. So I mean, you know, it's Indiana Jones. I have to see it. Some people actually really liked it. So, let's see. I have one steelbook. Slowing down on the steelbooks, just like I told you I would. And this one is the Studio Canal release of The Deer Hunter. And it's a 4K Blu-ray. And I love that art, cover art. And then on the back, you have Robert De Niro. And the quote that says, "A deer has to be taken with one shot. I try to tell people that, but they don't listen." And then you have the front, back, and spine. I love the black and red. And it's a 3-disc set. The black, white, and red discs. And like I said, it's a Studio Canal release. It has the 4K. It has the Blu-ray. And I'm thinking the Blu-ray is probably region B. Yes. The 4K is region free, the Blu-ray is region B locked. But the Deer Hunter, I believe, is still available on Orbit if you're interested in that one. Now I have some imprint titles, some imprint and Viavision titles. Now this one is so good. This is fantastic. If you don't get any other thing from this haul, get this one. It is Dustin Hoffman in Lenny. And this is the story, it's a biopic about Lenny Bruce, who was a comedian in the 1950s and 60s. And he was famous for pushing the envelopes of what was considered obscene. Like, he was big on, you know, freedom of speech and, you know, why are these things considered obscene and why are words given so much power? And he was actually to the point where he was getting arrested on stage for saying certain things. And he was also somewhat of a philosopher. Like, he would get up there and he would just tell you these stories about what he thought was right and wrong. And he had a lot going on. He was really, really smart. He was out of his mind at some points, but I think overall he was a really, really smart guy. And the modern comedians of today have guys like this to thank for their freedom to be able to say what they think and say what they feel on stage, because he did this at a time when certain things were just not said, and he just kept doing it over and over and over again. And this is a story of his life and his career, and Dustin Hoffman is amazing in this. Amazing. And I loved it. So if you haven't seen Lenny, definitely pick this one up. Now this one comes from Viavision. It is stars Christopher Walken and Lindsay Krause, and it is called Communion. This is another one of those alien abduction movies. I had seen it before and I kind of expected a little bit more. It wasn't as creepy and scary as I thought it was. I still think Fire in the Sky is the best alien abduction movie out there, and this didn't change my mind. This was okay. I don't know when I'll revisit it again, but it was okay. And it looked good. I would say it looked good, and Christopher Walken was good in it, but it doesn't hold a candle to Fire in the Sky. But let me know if you've seen Communion. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. And this one I absolutely love, and I needed a Blu-ray copy of it because I did not have one. It is Robert Redford and Meryl Streep in Out of Africa. Love this one. This is also from Viavision, and this is such a beautiful movie, and it's based on a true story, so, and it has Meryl Streep. Had to get it. This next one, this one's from Umbrella, and this is called Monkey Shines. And I have seen this one, but it's been a very, very long time, and what happens when monkeys go wild, right? But Monkey Shines is a fun one. And I missed out on the Vinegar Syndrome release of this one, so I picked up Patrick Swayze Roadhouse, and it has this cool lenticular front. I don't know if that's going to show up, but this is also from Viavision, and I believe it says the limited edition set. It's a Blu-ray, it's not a 4K, and it has 6 photo cards. And maybe I'll get my hands on the Vinegar Syndrome at some point. But the other one I picked up, this one's also from Viavision. It's a limited edition 2-disc set with 6 photo cards, and it is The Gate and The Gate 2, and I love The Gate. I don't think I've seen The Gate 2 in a long time, and it has a lenticular front. Hard to say about, I can't remember if I've seen The Gate 2, but it has a ton of special features. I don't know if you'll be able to see this, but in the middle there, look at all the special features. I mean, that's what you get with these type of things. You get a lot of special features, so they really go the extra mile with these releases. I also picked up, I think that's it for, no, I have one more in print, but it's a box set. I'm going to save it for the end. I picked up the Studio Canal release, the 4K and Blu-ray of The City of Lost Children. I have not seen this one in years, but I remember loving it, and I can't wait to see what it looks like on 4K. I was also told to check this one out. I haven't seen it, but I'm always up for a good nun possession. It's called The Convent, and it is from Synapse, so it's probably going to look great, and it is I believe it's a 4K. Yep, it's a 4K and Blu-ray set. So you have this cover, the inside artwork there, and then you have this crazy slipcover. So I'm looking forward. This is probably going to be like a B movie, and I'm fine with that. Us horror people, we know what we're getting into, so I'm excited about that one. And now Warner Archive had a sale, and I picked up a few things that I did not have. I picked up Mark of the Vampire with Bela Lugosi. So I got Mark of the Vampire. I picked up some Joan Crawford movies. I got Joan Crawford, Dance Fools Dance. I'm going to be doing something with Joan Crawford and Bette Davis, you'll see. And Kelly wanted this one, so I got It Happened on Fifth Avenue. So looking forward to checking out that. I think that's a holiday theme movie. And then I got, while I was making my order, I also grabbed 2 other films that were not part of the sale, but they were priced reasonably. This one's a Betty Davis movie, and it is called Of Human Bondage, and it's through the Kino Library of Congress films. So I'm looking forward to that one. That will be part of my research for my Betty Davis, Joan Crawford retrospective, if you will. And then this one is a really important film from Joan Crawford. It's the 90th anniversary of Rain. And they say that this is the film that kind of made her career, so I'm very, very interested in this one. And she plays a prostitute who's on the run, and that is just not a role that was kind of done in these days. So I'm really curious about this one, and it comes with a whole bunch of bonus features, so I'm curious about what they have as far as commentary and whatnot on the film and her performance. So that is those are the pickups from Warner Archives. And oh, sorry, I have one more. This one is called, this stars Ingrid Bergman, and it is called Gaslight. And, you know, we like to use the term a lot. Gaslight is a term that we throw around a lot these days as far as mental health and relationships and people doing things to gaslight other people or situations. And this is the movie where that term was originated. And this movie comes from 1940, so that's where that term started, and now it's like an everyday term. But we have a young gal played by Ingrid Bergman, and she is living in a home with her aunt, and they're in London, and the aunt is murdered, and she feels she can no longer stay in the home where the aunt was murdered. She still owns the home, but she leaves, and she goes to Europe, and she meets up with this gentleman. I believe they're in Italy, and they fall in love, and he says to her, you know where I've always wanted to go? I've always wanted to go to London. So she said, well, I happen to have a home in London, and we can go there. So they go back to the aunt's home in London, and as they're there, she starts to realize that he is very controlling and obsessive, and things start to happen, and I don't want to get into it, but all I can say is Gaslight is a really, really great movie. So if you're into the whole black and white thing and you want to see the origins of the term gaslight, he gaslights like no one I ever met before. So definitely check out Gaslight. It's a winner. And I also picked up, this is what we're watching today from Shout Select. I got the Oliver Stone JFK box set because everyone is talking about it. And when you know, this is what we're watching today because Kelly is obsessed with the whole Kennedy situation. She's reading books on it and all kinds of things, and she has never seen this movie. So after I get done doing this video, the next 3 hours and 9 minutes are going to be spent watching JFK. I've seen it before. I thought it was good, but I'm curious to see it again. I think it'll be great. So we're going to watch that. And what else did I get? Okay. These were Christmas gifts, and they came, Christmas came late, but that's cool. It's the Avatar and Avatar Way of Water, the collector's editions. These were very hard to come by, but someone was kind enough to get them both for me, and I so appreciate it. So you know who you are, and thank you. I appreciate that. So I'm looking forward to checking those out. I also picked up the 4K and Blu-ray from Kino Lorber of Face Off. This looks great. Kino is hitting it out of the park on their 4Ks, and this one looks fantastic and lived up to everything I remember it being, and I just think this movie's a whole lot of fun. So I checked that one out, and I gave it 2 thumbs up. So put it on your next Kino sale list if you're waiting for a price drop on that one. And from Vinegar Syndrome, I grabbed, from the partner labels, I grabbed the Stephen King documentary. It's called King on Screen. Crazy good slipcover. It's a beautiful slipcover. I don't know how good the documentary is. I heard it's decent. So but I'm a sucker for a documentary, especially Stephen King, any horror. Look at that back. And it has like spot gloss on the typewriter. And it's a really, really cool slipcover. And I'm just hoping it's a decent documentary because I love documentaries. And like someone like Stephen King and all the horror writers and horror actors, I always love the documentaries that they have on them. So I'm very curious to check this one out. I also grabbed the David Cronenberg film Existence. So I am curious to check this one out. I'm sure it's going to be a wild ride because I wouldn't expect any less from David Cronenberg. So I'm happy that I picked up this one. And it comes in this nice side loader slip box with a book and really, really nice stuff. And you know it's going to be great. And I believe this one is, I believe it's 4K. I'm not sure, but I think it's in 4K. I'll get back to you on that one. And the last thing that I picked up before I show you the giveaway item, and this is a gift from Santa, because I could not have picked this up on my own. This comes from Imprint, and it is the directed by Sidney Lumet Volume 1, and it has The Pawnbroker, The Group, The Deadly Affair, Child's Play, The Offense, and Serpico. And it is a beautiful, beautiful box set. I love that they went with the yellow and blue. And then on the back, you have Serpico, you have Al Pacino, great picture of Al Pacino. And each one of them comes in its own case. I'll start with just the Rod Steiger in The Pawnbroker, which is just such a great movie. It has tons of special features. And one of the big things, these are all Blu-ray, all region free. And one of the things that really put this over the edge for me was that these all have special features and they offer subtitles. A lot of the editions that I had, with the exception of Serpico, were just, they didn't have anything. They had no special features, they had no subtitles, and I have trouble hearing, so I need subtitles. So I'm really curious to check these out with the special features, with the subtitles, and I think for that alone, it's worth the upgrade. With the exception of Serpico, which has a great 4K release from Kino already and is stacked with everything that you want it to have. But as far as the other ones, I think it's well worth it. This also includes the By Sidney Lumet documentary, which is amazing. So this one for me was worth the pickup, especially because it was from Santa. So I'm curious to see what they do with Volume 2 and when that comes out. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to grab the giveaway item and I will tell you what we're going to do with that. So just hang tight. I'm back and I have my last item, and it is the Arrow 4K box set for the Warriors. And I love this. This is a beautiful, beautiful box set. One of the nicest of 2023. This is a 2-disc set. It comes with the first disc, which has the theatrical cut in 4K. And then it has the 2005 alternative version, also in 4K. And it comes with just tons of special features, as you would expect from an Arrow box set. And they're going with these slip covers now over the box set, which I think is a great touch. And then you have this really nice, really cool artwork, which mimics a subway situation, and it's just so beautiful. The box set is so beautiful. The transfer looks great. And then let me see if I can get everything out here. You have there we go. We have the movies are in here. This has reversible artwork, so you can put the original poster art, the original, artwork if you want. It has some goodies inside, and it has 2 discs, and it's on a flipper tray, so there's no stacking. So you have that, and then it also comes with a poster, which has the original poster art on one side and the newly commissioned art on the other side. So if you want to hang a poster, you have that. You can hang that wherever you hang your posters, or if not, just keep it in with the set. And then it comes with a really, really nice essay book, which we love. It is... it's really, I don't know how many pages it is, but it's a hefty book, and it mimics the New York subway guide, which is so cool. And if you've ever been to New York and you've seen the subway guide, you know how very cool this style is, and it fits with the tone of the movie. And it comes with pictures, and it comes with essays, and you know how these books work. And I just think these are they're so great, and it's such a nice added touch to any a box set or movie release. Comes with some great pictures of the cast and crew, and just really, really nice. This is, I would have to say, this is one of the nicest, if not the nicest box set that came out in 2023, and I just love it, and I'm so happy I got my hands on it because it is now out of print. It's already out of print, and it was very, very popular, and Arrow, in all its infinite wisdom, decided to put it out of print. I mean, I'm sure they'll release a standard version at some point where you can just get the movies. But I mean, come on, if you have an opportunity to get a box set like this, you're going to go for it. And as luck would have it, I happen to have a second set. So this is the giveaway item. And the purpose of this giveaway is just to say thank you. I mean, we have lots of new subscribers, and I don't care if you've been here for one day or from day one. I appreciate all of you, and this is just my way, one way of saying thank you by doing these giveaways when I have the opportunity. Now, how this is going to work. This is the item that's up for grabs. You have to be in the United States only. I am going to do something for the international folks. I promise I'm working on it. But you have to be in the United States, and you have to be subscribed to the channel so I can see that you're subscribed to the channel. And all you have to do is leave a comment down below just saying that you want to be entered in the giveaway, and that's it. I am going to use a random comment generator to pick a winner, and I will post the winner over on the community tab, and I'll let you know when you have until. So today is the 7th of January. You will have until next Monday, January 15th at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. So that's 12 o'clock noon, 12 noon Eastern Standard Time, to get your comment in and say that you want to be entered into the giveaway. And that's it. Free, no strings attached, just my way of saying thank you. So I hope you're happy with the giveaway item. And like I said, have at it. Let me know in the comments that you want to be entered. I want to thank you all as always for watching. You know I appreciate each and every one of you. And if you like things like this, if you like hauls, if you like collection updates, top 10 lists, room tour that's eventually coming, we do all the things here. Please feel free to subscribe. Hit the bell notification so you know when I upload, and I've been putting my schedule over on the community tab. I'm going to try and keep doing that. I'm going to try and stick to the schedule. I just wanted to wait for this one to come in this time, but we'll be back on schedule this week. I'm going to post something either tomorrow or Tuesday, so we'll be back with something fun, and that's it. That's what I have for today. So now I guess for the rest of the night, I'm going to go upstairs, I'm going to edit this, upload, and then I will be watching JFK until further notice. So that's it for today. Have at it. Go enter the giveaway, and thanks for watching. So for now, that's a wrap.